Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Old School Gunner. How are you all getting on, guys? It's been a while, and yeah, a little bit of bad news coming out of the camp. Martinelli out for 6 weeks. Now I have this on good advice, so if anybody wants to know my source, just DM me, guys, on Instagram or here or whatever, and I'll let you know. What can I say? I'm going to start as always, guys, by thanking everybody for your continued support on my channel, your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. I really appreciate it. Smash the like in this video for me, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notifications bell that you get notified every time DOSG uploads content. All right, a little bit of news to tell you about, guys. I am going to be guesting on Tony Claude Gunner TV's channel on Friday night at 7 p.m. He's live at the moment now, I see, with the Southern Gunner, so make sure that you check that out. I'll be looking forward to guesting on his channel. Get a little bit of traction on my own channel, let people know I am actually around, I'm alive, and I am also a YouTuber. Collaboration is the way forward, guys, and that's what I've got in the melting pot coming up on Friday. Tomorrow night I won't be around. Tomorrow in the day I might do a little upload, but yeah, I have it on good advice anyway, guys, that Martinelli is going to be out for 6 weeks. Like I said, if you want to know my source, let me know, and I will let you know immediately. But of course, it's been a bad couple of days for Arsenal, guys. We had a very disappointing draw against Tottenham Hotspur at the Emirates. And when I say very disappointing, I mean very disappointing. It was a sickener. It's Arsenal since 87, guys. What's going on, man? I don't know where you're listening, but I'm going to be guesting on Tony Claude Gunner TV's channel on Friday night at 7 p.m. So that should be something, yeah. Get a little bit of traction out there. Get a lot of people in the know that my channel actually exists. Spread the word, you know what I mean? What's going on, man? How are you getting on? I just shaved my head again and trimmed the old beard. I was in badly need of an old trim, you know what I mean? Going a little bit grey in areas, but sure, what can you do, man? You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'll have my motor around a pint of Guinness anyway tomorrow night. I won't be too worried about that. But yeah, that's the hairstyle, lads. That's the beard. A little bit of a trim and a trim and a trim. I'll give it the old once over tomorrow before I head out tomorrow night for an old scoop beanie, an old drinky winky. I might have an old whiskey, actually, you know what I mean? Calm the old nerves of being an Arsenal fan. What nerves are you're probably asking? Yeah, being an Arsenal fan, Jesus. They could do with calming. Fucking God, man. Anyway, sorry for using language, guys. But what's up, Gunner Forever, man? I hope you're keeping well, and thank you for supporting my channel as always. I really appreciate it. And big up you too, man. The whole Martinelli situation, out for 6 weeks. Honestly, I mean, it's the last thing we need at the moment. Partey's out. Trossard's out. Martinelli's out. It's only good now that what's his name is we got good news with Declan Rice. His injury is not so bad. Yeah, he's got a back injury, lower back, but it's not so bad as expected. The Manchester City game is around the corner, guys. The biggest rock of our lives is around the corner. You know what I mean? And we need everybody firing. We got Manchester City coming to the Emirates on the 8th of October. And honest to God, I mean to say, Jesus, I tell you, if we play like we play against Spurs anyway, we're going to get absolutely mashed up. Dave Shaver Gunner from now on. Exactly, man. You know what I mean? You need an all trim, guys. You come around to me. I did this myself. You need a trim, guys. Obviously, I've been practicing for a while. I know how to get the blind spots. But you at the back. You know what I mean? Normally, it's up around here. Like above the ear and kind of in. There's like a little blind spot here, you know. That's always where the problem is. And you got to be careful here too that you get it right on at the start. You know what I mean? That there's no like loose hairs around or anything. I do it in the daylight normally because in the daylight you see it all. You know what I mean? Any fellas out there dating a bird, you want to know, is she dating material? Question you got to ask yourself, guys, like we did in Ireland back in the day. Would I walk down the road with her in the daylight? If the answer is yes, she's a keeper. All right, lads. Oh man, I'm gonna get some hate off some feminists now. But if you want to know if she's a keeper, lads, question is, would I walk down the road with her in the daylight? If the answer is yes, she's a keeper. All right. If you're only going to walk down the road with her in the night time, in the shadows, might want to rethink it, guys. All right. Big up. Yuckies, how are you getting on? I hope you're keeping well. Smash the like in this video for me anyway, guys. And Yuckies, if you want to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, I'd appreciate it. I'm also monetized. So if you want to donate a little bit of money, Yuckies, I would appreciate it. £1 or two, say no more. Let me just check one thing here, guys. Just 1 second. I get up some stats there. 1 second, guys, bear with me. But yeah, disappointing news about Martinelli. And you could see how we missed him. You could see how we missed him on the day itself, on the big game. We missed him massively in the match against Spurs. Look the way he opened up Man United for the Odegaard equaliser. I mean, that's the kind of play we need. You know what I mean? He gets it out wide, he cuts inside, he plays a good ball across the box, and it's smashed into the back of the net. That's what we were missing. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, and we need to get back on it with that kind of thing. That's what he can give you. A real disappointing thing that he's out for 6 weeks, to be honest. I mean, it's a real sickener. Hamstring injury, like I said, the old Hammy's gone. DJ Hammy, as I call him. And unfortunately, guys, it's going to be 6 long weeks. And we could be in a bit of trouble now. Like I said, we got the biggest rock of our lives around the corner against our arch nemesis, Manchester City. Can we beat them? It's going to take a hell of an effort, guys, with what's going on at the moment with the team. I mean, we're in dire straits, to be honest. And I don't know, is it possible? I don't know, can we actually come home with it? Can we come through and take the 3 points? The way things are looking, I don't know, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. All right, let me just put out a reminder to a few people there that I'm actually live. Maybe get a few people on the stream. Let me put the link up, guys. So I know people are dying to come on my channel because of the quality of the content I am producing at the moment. Confidence is the key, guys. All right, there you go. Anybody who wants to come on my stream, there is the link. All right. And big up, guys. Everybody's welcome. I'm going to talk a little bit of football. Yeah, my channel is alive and kicking anyway, guys. For those people that thought it wasn't, or that I was dead and buried, you're very much mistaken. The OSG is alive and kicking. Trust me. And I am bringing the heat. 1 second there. Let me big up a few people. And let's get this moving. Anyone that wants to come on my stream, like I said, the link is there. Make yourselves known. Don't be shy. All right. Don't be shy like me. Quite a shy guy myself. All right, let's see. Something I got to check, actually, I've been meant to check. You know, Tony, he has his own channel now. Let me just check. He hasn't been making a bit of content in a while. And I texted him yesterday, no answer. Let's see, is his channel actually still going? Is he actually all right? Let's have a look. Early Doors Football TV, that's the name of it. 1 second, guys. Just checking there. I don't know, you know Tony from Early Doors Football TV. He's a West Ham fan. I dropped him a message there the other day. Hasn't been much talking on with him, you know. So I want to see he's actually alright. Hasn't been much word for him in like about a month. Hopefully he's alright there. Anybody knows anything about Tony anyway, guys, from Early Doors Football TV? Let me know, yeah. Because there's been nothing heard from him in about a month. You know what I mean? So hopefully he's doing alright. Alright, man. Yeah, 6 weeks. That's really annoying. We don't know how long Trossard's out for. Saka might be injured. Rice is injured. Don't know how long he's out for. Partey also, and we have no squad depth. Yeah, I think a lot of us, myself included, we were still kind of... Obviously, we got our own lives going on, guys, and we got a lot going on in our own lives. You know what I mean? But the football club has always been there for us. But the problem is, I mean, we're kind of still thinking maybe of last season, like a false dawn. We beat United convincingly. We absolutely trashed PSV Eindhoven, with all due respects to them, in the Champions League. Saka got his first goal. Champions League back at the Emirates. And then we came back to earth with a bump in the North London Derby. Now, Spurs have had their best start to a season for I don't know how long. Do you know what I mean? We heard all about that. This, that, and the other. They've been going well, yeah. Since Kane left, there's more of a balance to the team. Coach has got them going well. Postecoglou, he's got them cracking on, guys. But the performance was shocking. And we're lacking strength and depth, like everyone has been saying, yeah. I mean, to be honest, before the end of last season, the shortlist for the players we needed to strengthen should have been prepared. I mean, we got Declan Rice, that's all well and good. We've got a cracking defence. You know, our first choice defence is good. But letting Tierney go, if Zinchenko's not on it, not playing Emile Smith-Rowe, giving him any game time, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. And this isn't just because this isn't a knee-jerk reaction, guys, to the North London Derby. It's not that I feel like I can't go aside and hold my head high because we got to draw at home to Spurs. This has been going on a while, and Sunday's game kind of brought it all back. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Pity that something like that, yeah. An experience like that has to bring it all back. But there you have it. That's the way things are. Strength and depth, non-existent. Emile Smith-Rowe, what the hell does he have to do to get a game? 4 minutes? What's he going to do in 4 minutes? Score a goal, is it? We were up against it. The shit was hitting the fan, guys. He's not going to score a goal in 4 minutes, pardon my French. You know what I mean? He's dying to get on the field. Raya has replaced Ramsdale. I think that's a good thing. I think he's a very competent goalkeeper. Big fan of Aaron Ramsdale. Big up him, man. And he's still supporting the team and he's there for the team. When we need him, he's going to be there. But definitely a bit of fresh blood coming in. David Raya coming into the ranks, I think, is a good, positive thing. Defence is sorted. Midfield is sorted, and we have our first choice, but we do need to strengthen in areas, and we do need that backup, yeah. I mean, looking at the bench the other day, it wouldn't terrify anyone. And then we need a striker. Like, what is the point of having the defence and the midfield we have when they're all fit and to let ourselves down in the forwards? I mean, with all due respect, Eddie Nketiah, I mean, Gabriel Jesus, he can do a bit now and again for us. You know what I mean? He's the better of the two. But Eddie Nketiah, not just for us, for himself, he needs to be sent packing. He needs to be moved on. You know what I mean? I mean, we're holding back the player as well, as many people have been saying to me recently. The player himself has been held back. You know what I mean? It's not fair to keep him at the club, but he's not doing the business. You know what I mean? And when he doesn't have a future. 6 weeks, that's really annoying. We don't know how long Trossard's out for. Saka might be injured. Rice is injured. Don't know how long he's out for. Partey also. And we have no squad depth. Yeah, one of the lads was out last night. Stapes. You know Stapes, huh? McManus. He was out there. Wayne. And he was at like a meet and greet, a Q&A out in Bromley in South London. And Parlour was there. and Morrison was there, and he was talking to Parler, and Parler said that Martinelli's going to be out for 6 weeks. He was talking to him. So that's my source, straight up. All right. You heard it here from the horse's mouth, guys. It's going to be 6 weeks. It's a hamstring injury, guys. It's a hamstring injury. You know what I mean? Sometimes that can end a guy's career, yeah? Like the ACL. The hamstring was the ACL back in the day. You know what I mean? Maybe it's happening a little bit less often now with the warm-up and the preparation players do, but a hamstring is a dangerous thing. I did karate back in the day, and I remember one of the lads with us, he was only 16, but he was the trainer's son, and he was one of the greatest karateka, one of the greatest karate practitioners I've ever seen. Even though he was only 16, he was the trainer's son, and he had perfect technique all around. He was just unstoppable. And he did the hamstring. And I mean, as soon as you do your hamstring, you stop training. You rest it, because you might never be the same again with it. It's one of those injuries. You know what I mean? It might never be the same again. So you have to be careful of these kind of things. As soon as that goes, you rest it. Like Madison with another comment, we have some very big games coming up, and same problems we always have: injuries and no squad depth. We had all this when Wenger was in charge. How have we not learned from that? Yeah, I don't know. But in fairness, like Arteta and Edu and whoever else is making these decisions, the board, they're sitting down. They can see the problems. They can see the inefficiencies. They can see the inadequacies in the team where we have to strengthen. And this is, we're not talking about the forward we need, guys. We need a forward, yeah. We need a striker. We're talking about the players that are getting injured now. Players like Saka that don't look 100% fit, that are running out of steam, and we're driving them to the ground. You know what I mean? And the backups that we have aren't enough, and the quality is lacking. What does Smith Rowe have to do to get a game? Look, the game on Sunday, it woke us up. You know what I mean? Like I said, we came off the back of that cracking win over Man United. Absolutely trounced PSV Eindhoven in our first game back in the Champions League in 7 years. Saka getting off the mark with his first Champions League goal. Champions League nights back at the Emirates. We were buzzing by. Everything was going well. Do you know what I mean? There was something going on in the kitchen. No, that's come to a halt. I mean, it's going to be a long, hard season, and you need squad depth. We've got the Champions League now. I mean, in all fairness to the Europa League, the level of competition is nowhere near the same. So I don't know about. I mean, these things should have been taken care of a long, long time ago. I have the link in the description there, guys. If anybody wants to jump on and come on, I think Luca might come on if I can cajole him to actually come on for a while. He might actually jump on, I don't know. But there's a big stream taking place on the other side. There's a big stream taking place on the other side, you know. Southern Gooner is on Tony Claude Gooner TV's channel. I'm going to be guesting on Tony Claude Gooner TV's channel on Friday night at 7 p.m. Excuse me, guys. So make sure you check that out. You know what I mean? See what's going on. A little bit of get my channel recognized a bit. You know what I mean? Get people kind of out there in the know that I have an actual channel. So yeah, it should be good. And it's going to be a good collaboration. I'm looking forward to it. Alright. I just start doing a bit more collaborating, getting word out there about my channel. Getting a few more viewers in, dragging people in, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Alright, I'm going to look through the Sky Sports first, guys, and see what's going on there. Then I'm going to go through the Premier League, Champions League, and I'm going to look at the Arsenal website and see what the word is there. England playing Holland tonight, guys. The England ladies playing the Holland ladies in Utrecht in Holland. Stadion Galgenwaard. Kickoff 7. Alright, they've already kicked off. Arsenal not thinking about signing a striker. Arteta, Arsenal not thinking about signing a striker. Are you serious? Man, I feel this just, you know what I mean? Is he trying to rile us up or what? I mean, what's he talking about? I mean, seriously. Not thinking about signing a striker. But sure, we're in dire need of a striker. We got 007, you know what I mean? 0 goals, 0 assists and 7 starts. He got 007 in the team. I mean, seriously, like, he's winding us up, is he? He's having a laugh. He must be. Arteta can do better in front of goal. Mikel Arteta, Arsenal can do better in front of goal, but not thinking of signing a striker in January. Arsenal have been linked with a January move for Ivan Toney, but Thomas Frank says he does not want to sell the striker. Of course, tomorrow we're playing Brentford in the Carabao Cup, but of course, Ivan Toney is not going to be. That's away, yeah, not at the Emirates. And Ivan Toney, of course, is not going to be involved. He's out until January. Mikel Arteta believes the role of a traditional number 9 is still active in modern football and names Ivan Toney as one of the many examples who played the role well. Yeah, we need to go for him. God, man, seriously, you're winding me up. Arteta, seriously, man, get a grip. You know what I mean? Arteta saying Arsenal aren't going to buy another striker. They don't need one. They can do better in front of goal, but they're not going to buy another striker. He's not living in the real world, boy. You see what we're up against this season? I mean, I don't want to be reactionary, guys, but I mean, we're not good in the forwards right now. I mean, am I the only one that can see that? I mean, the fans seem to see it clear enough, but Arteta is living in denial. I mean, what, is the money not there? I get it, man. If the money's not there, the money's not there. We come out and say the money's not there, but we need one. God, man, seriously. I see someone there I haven't spoken to in a while. All right, Taib. Watching someone else's stream as well, guys. Cracking stream as always by me. I need to start getting the word out there about my channel. Do more collaborating. I got a good hardcore following of fans, but I need to get the word out there. Guys, if you haven't already anyway, check out this man's channels. Yeah? He's got 2 channels. He has the McManus Gaming, of course. Self-explanatory what that channel's about. And he also has the McManus Sense. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys. You check that channel out, have a look, and tell me what you think of it. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about what it's about because I want it to be a secret for you when you turn up and have a look at it. All right? Easy does that, as we say. Mikel Arteta has admitted Arsenal have been underperforming in front of goal, but insists they are not thinking of signing a striker in January. Gabriel Jesus and Eddie Nketiah started in the 2-2 draw at home to Tottenham on Sunday. Both came in for criticism after failing to find the score sheet. They were crap. I mean, your man wasn't too bad. Jesus wasn't too bad. But Nketiah, absolute tripe. You know what I mean? I mean, seriously, like, I don't care what anyone says by it. They were crap. Absolute rubbish. You know what I mean? All right, let me get back on it. That's no problem, McManus, man. I appreciate your support as always. You're always supporting my channel, and you always have. You know what I mean? You're one of the real ones. So don't you worry about that, yeah. You're one of the real ones, man. No problem at all, yeah. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that, man. Yeah. Don't worry about that, man. You do your thing, yeah. Don't you worry about that, man. Thanks for keeping tuned in anyway. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. One second, guys. Do I think we'll get Tony? Yeah, the news on the street, man, the word on the street is that Mikel Arteta has admitted Arsenal have been underperforming in front of goal, but insists they are not thinking of signing a striker in January. There's various ways to score goals, and we are score goals. Yeah, but we're not strong in the forwards. We could be so much more, and we need to make that step up. We need a top quality forward in the team. We need to make that step up. Otherwise, I mean, now we have Champions League football too. We might only get 1 or 2 chances against the better teams. We need a striker that's going to take them. You know what I mean? We've already been found out this season, and for him to say that we're not going to sign a new striker, I don't know, boy. Everything should be done to get a new striker in. I don't care what they have to do. We don't need Eddie Nketiah anymore. He's not good enough. Send him off. Or keep him if you want and play him now and again, but buy that new forward. You know what I mean? It's not good enough. That's how I see things anyway. And I don't care what anyone thinks, to be honest. My opinion is my opinion. I respect everyone, but we need a new forward. It's as simple as that. And I don't know what Arteta's talking about, to be honest. He's living in denial, but he's not living in the real world, if that's the case. That's insane. Brentford wants 60 million for Tony. That's a bargain. We paid more than half for Havertz and needs money. Yeah, 007, man. For Arteta to come out and say that nobody tells you all you need to know. I mean, honestly, can't he admit it to himself? Is he taking it personal or what? That he's got something wrong? He shouldn't be like that. He shouldn't be bitter or taking it personal. He got it wrong, but he can fix it. Buy a striker, because what we have isn't enough to take us through the season. I don't know, but I mean, comments like that when you read it, like, ridiculous. It's embarrassing. One second there, guys. Someone's going to come on and he's going to let rip. Look at his face. Jesus, Kyle, your face, man. How are you? You all right?
Very good to you, Dave. How we keeping, man?
I'm glad you're. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it.
No hassle at all. I'm not happy, man.
I was actually going to text you, but you know what? For one reason or another, I was looking through my numbers there on WhatsApp, and I said Kyle has probably been busy because you've been busy recently. You know what I mean? I didn't want to bother you, so it's kind of strange you came on now. But you're more than welcome as always, man.
I've been going through a tough time there with moving and.
Yeah, no problem. I understand.
There, about a week and a half ago, there, I was supposed to do a big quiz for James Collins.
That's no problem, man. I understand.
Lost a very good friend of mine there, unfortunately. He died way too young, so I'm after half there of heading out, to be honest with you. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
But sure, look at these things happen, I suppose, Dave, and you have to just, you get through it, I suppose, eventually. But I took the mind off everything there, and I decided to look at the Arsenal match on Sunday there, and I tell you the truth. Look, there's no point going on about it, Dave, and trying to say this and trying to make up excuses. See that fans there talking and shite. Let me get this straight. I'm going to say it as it is. What I saw on Sunday was an absolute disgrace. And I'm not talking about Arsenal Football Club as the performance. The performance was a disgrace, don't get me wrong. We'll get back to that. What I saw was an absolute disgrace by the Arsenal fan base. I saw fans in the stadium laughing when Spurs scored equal. Laughing. And I tell you another thing that I saw. And I remember a few years ago when Sanchez did the same. Sanchez, we were getting destroyed by Liverpool 4-0.
Yeah.
And Sanchez off. And the camera focused in on him. And he was laughing and smiling and joking. And I said it back then about him. And now I'm going to say the same about another player. As far as I'm concerned, after Sunday, he can just get out of the club as soon as possible. I saw Jesus, and he laughing and fucking joking with 2 Spurs players.
Yeah, that's right. Rick Carlison, I think, was one of them.
Disgrace. This is Arsenal against Spurs.
And Romero. And with Romero as well.
Laughing and joking between each
other. Yeah, with Romero. Yeah, because it's Argentina, Brazil. I know, yeah. I saw that.
And then we go on about the performance. What performance? We were still celebrating Saka's dark throne, messing around with Madison, English teammate, and Madison left him. He left him in a mess. They set up Song's first goal for the equaliser.
It was brilliant, he played brilliant.
And then we go along, we scored, make it 2-1, and 20 seconds later it was 2-all. And then people said that we're going to win league titles.
We got Havertz because we couldn't get Madison. I mean, Havertz, we paid 65 million for him. And the injuries now, and we've got no backup. And the City game is around the corner, Kyle. The City are not, it's October the 8th. They are going to absolutely wipe the floor with us. We're just... You know what City are capable of, though, Kyle. You know what they're capable of.
They'll destroy Arsenal.
Oh, my God.
I said this is what I said. 2 weeks into the season, I listened to a lot of shit. I was quiet, and I made a video then near the end of the transfer window because I was looking and listening to what everyone was saying.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to come out now and I'm going to speak reality. Too much of this. We have Declan Rice now, and we have this, and we have that. We have fucking nothing.
We got nothing in the forwards. We got nothing up front. Nothing up front.
Eddie Nketiah played 100 minutes the other day. Useless.
And they only gave Emile Smith-Rowe 4 minutes. Emile Smith-Rowe only got 4 minutes. What is the problem with him? He's fit. He's ready. You can see he's hungry. Oh, my God. Seriously, man.
We're bringing on Jorginho and Havertz in a local North London derby. And that's what we're bringing on to win us again. You might as well bring me and you on. You're useless. Jorginho,
Havertz is...
Jorginho, let's get this fucking straight. Jorginho and Havertz, they should not be nowhere near the club. Eddie and Nketiah the same. Then people are talking about bringing on Nelson, that we're glad to see Nelson. I'm not glad to see Nelson coming on. He's not Arsenal quality. We have the likes of Jesus laughing and joking. It's a shambles.
No, you would never see Vieira do that, man. Vieira would never have done that. Patrick, I mean.
I grew up like you did there. We know what that picture is. And back in the day, here's Kilton. Now we have these lads, and they're fucking laughing amongst each other. And then people say that we're going to win the Premier League title. We wouldn't win the Westwood League title.
You're going to win an argument, by. And we have Champions League as well.
Again, people raving about that 4-0 win against PSV Eindhoven.
Sure, PSV are not in team, by. They were awful. And United were awful against us.
And so we're there. And let me tell you, when we go up against a bit of quality, let's see how good we are in the Champions League then.
Yeah.
Big facts. We are winning 0 again this season. How many more years do we have to put up with failure? Because this is what it is. Me and you had discussions last season, and here we are, a few weeks into the new season, the same conversation. Don't make sense.
I don't know, man. Yeah, we came down to earth with a bump on Sunday. After the win against United, after the win against Eindhoven. I mean, there was nothing promising about the performance. The performance itself, it doesn't matter who we were playing. You have to win your home games. We played awful. The second half, from the 35th minute on, we were just non-existent.
Absolutely disgusting.
There's no point having the defense. There's no point having the defense and the midfield when we don't have anyone in the forwards. You know what I mean? What is the point of having Saliba and having Gabriel? What is the point of having Partey when he's fit and Declan Rice? What is the point of Trossard when the forward, we have major problems, and they keep persevering with Eddie. I love Eddie to bits. He got a fair go. He's had more than enough chances. I love him to bits. I respect him. He leaves tomorrow. I'll talk well of him. I'm not going to put the guy down, but he's not good enough for the club. He's just not at it. Jesus, honest to God, man. And Arteta is saying, "Oh, I see on Sky Sports." He thinks Tony's a good player. He values the number 9, the traditional number 9, but he doesn't think that we need to buy a striker in January and that we're getting goals from all around the team in other areas. Not last Sunday we didn't. This is different level now. Last season, we need to improve on last season. We're gone backwards. And the other teams have improved. Spurs, like, they put it up to us, man. You saw it. Second half. They were up for it and we were nowhere. We looked completely disjointed. We looked like we couldn't get anything going. There was nothing going. Oh, man. I mean, was he looking at the same game? We had no threat in the forwards. Zero, man.
You made a statement there knowing you're spot on. That statement is very simple. All the other teams have improved, including Spurs. We're
Yeah.
back. Everything that we did good last season, forget about it.
They have a better manager than us, Kyle. They have a better manager than us.
Yeah, 100%. But the thing is, there, like, it's not good enough, man. This is a joke. We're not finishing in the top 4 this season, there.
Yeah.
We're not over here in the Champions League. Brentford will probably beat us tomorrow night. It's a joke to tell. And then Arteta's coming out saying we don't need a striker. So we don't have a fucking striker.
We don't have anyone. We have nobody. We should sell Havertz. Sell Eddie. Right now, today.
Get him out.
Awful.
And Martinelli is out for 6 weeks, I see.
Yeah, Martinelli's out for 6 weeks. You know Wayne Stapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stapes was at a Q&A, a meet and greet yesterday in South London. He met Parler. I'll show you the photo later, yeah? He met Parler and he met Merson. And Parler was talking to him. And Parler told him that he'd been on the phone to Martinelli. Martinelli's out for 6 weeks. I'll show you the photo of them together later, yeah? But he was at like a meet and greet with him in South London last night. So that's out of the horse's mouth, yeah? It's a hamstring strain, Kyle. You know the hamstring strain, even in GAA, man. The hamstring goes.
Yeah,
hamstring is serious, man.
Yeah, you're in bother. And then
6 weeks.
With a back, with something wrong with
Yeah, that's right. That's right, yeah.
How long is he looking at?
They think he's going to be back for the City game, but don't tell me he's 100% because we need him to play. But he's not 100%. I think he can play on, but he's still in discomfort. He's not going to be 100%. City are going... Seriously, man. We're going to get... Oh, man. And never mind that. It's just one game, eh? Season lot. Look at the season. We only just begun. And we're already stressing.
We're 4 points behind City already. If City beat us, which they will, we are now 7 points behind City.
Mm-hmm.
That's wins and a draw against this this machine of a club like Man City are.
Yeah.
It's gone. It's over. It's finished. People are doting. The fan base are doting. They're laughing. What are they laughing at? Is it acceptable to keep accepting this fucking shit every year?
Yeah. We have Bournemouth on Saturday, but we need to win that game because with City around the corner, we're away against Bournemouth. I'm not too confident there. I don't want to be negative, but I mean, we need to win that game, yeah, because the City game is a guaranteed L. They are going to...
If we go to Bournemouth on Saturday and not get and don't get 3 points there, we are in more trouble than what I actually think.
Mm.
Should be winning that game, no problem.
You don't have our 10 end up in the back of your van, do you?
Well, I have a couple of shovels there and a couple of fucking rakes and a couple
That's for Nketiah, is it? But that's for Nketiah.
I did a bit of landscaping there today, and I tell you the truth, I love to bury Arteta, Havertz, Eddie Nketiah, and a few other donkeys in there.
Yeah, 007.
That he do was right.
Seriously, I wasn't expecting Sunday's result. The performance was just we got one goal deflection, yeah, of Romero. Second one was a penalty. Their goals were crackers. I know it was a Jorginho mistake for the second one, but they were well taken from open play. Our goals were, it was just misjointed, man. We got luck. We got luck in that game on Sunday, and we still only drew. We got
Yeah,
lucky, man. The penalty was lucky. The
yeah,
deflected goal from Saka.
yeah.
Okay, he took the ball on. He had a crack, but I mean, Trossard doesn't play. Martinelli doesn't play. All of a sudden, boy, Rice comes off. What's his name goes on? Jorginho. And I mean, Jorginho, in fairness, in that position, when you've got players like that around you of that quality, kick the ball away. If you're unsure, just put your foot through it. Kick it anywhere.
He's an experienced player. I was expecting better from
He is
him.
World Cup, man.
Yeah, I was expecting a lot better from him.
Won the Euros with Italy, sure, didn't he? Yeah, they won the Euros.
Yeah. Not good enough there. Just not fucking good. I'm sick saying about these players. Too many overhyped footballers. Let me tell you another thing. Now that we're talking about it, I'm going to mention two players here. People now are going to disagree, but I don't care. I'm saying how I feel. I'm saying how I think it is. That fucking Odegaard, and he had to get another 5-year contract, is an absolute disgrace to the jersey. That fella never shows up when it fucking matters. I'm sick of him. It's all right being fancy and doing little tricks and this and that and scoring a few goals when it don't matter. But when the chips are down and you're in the fucking trenches, do not rely on Odegaard to get you over it. And I'm going to tell you the second player that I think is best. Saka.
Yeah, you think he's tired, like?
I think Saka needs to be rested in a big, big way.
Yeah, he does.
And as well as that, they're playing him all the time. He's like a machine. And let me get something straight. Let's not all start fucking talking shite either. I hear a lot of lads saying that Saka is Mr. Arsenal and Saka is world class. Saka is not world class.
He's a good player. He's not world class.
Good player. That's all he is.
We have no world class players in the team, really.
No world class players. We saw world class players. Bergkamp, Henry, Perez, players like that. Not these fucking assholes.
Saliba's one hell of a player, man, but he's not world class.
He's not. He's not Tony Adams. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's an alright player though, man. Saliba, but
he's a good player. He's a good player. I want him there the whole time. He is decent. Quality. Yeah.
He's better than Harry Maguire.
Yeah, I'm betting him.
Me too, yeah. There was a fellow out the road earlier. He was about 60. He had a cane. He was better than him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but man, seriously, I mean, it's no laughing matter. What I saw on Sunday, it was disastrous performance. Regardless of who we're playing, man, it doesn't matter. We need to win our home games.
I'm going to correct you, my friend. And I'm going to correct you. I'm going to say this to you. What I've seen that the last 19 years has been an absolute fucking disgrace. Never mind last Sunday. 19 years of fucking shit. That's what I've seen. And it's an absolute disgrace. It's an embarrassment. It's a shambles. Our club went from the highs down to the lows. And as far as I'm concerned, there's no coming back. No coming back. And I don't want to hear all this shit of, we ended second place last season. What does second place get you? Champions League. But what? You have to win the Champions League. We're not going to win Champions League. We're a shambles of a club.
Yeah, we're still riding on the wave of last season, man. And last season was like a false dawn because we came second, but the other teams were stuttering and stumbling through the season. And it made us look better. But City overhauled us with ease. It was like a false dawn. It wasn't a real position. We're not second best in the league. I know the other teams have improved. Arteta doesn't feel the need for a new striker. We don't have much cover in the vital areas. Now we're getting a couple of injuries. The season's only begun. Champions League, oh my, I swear to God, like the levels have gone way up. And Arteta, I mean, game management, Emile Smith-Rowe, 4 minutes. What the hell's he meant to do in 4 minutes? You wouldn't even tie your boots in 4 minutes, but he was only getting into the game. It takes at least 5-6 minutes to get into the pace of the game. Come on, like 4 minutes. What's he going to do? Honestly, man. Honestly.
You know what's the disgrace too? You know what hurt me too, Dave? When I saw Smith-Rowe run out onto the pitch with the number 10 jersey. Fucking,
yeah.
It's just disgusting. It's just
Eddie's not number 14.
Running around with
Eddie is number 14, man. That's the worst.
It's disgraceful. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
You know, he got paid £1,000 a minute. He was on the pitch for 100 minutes. He gets $1,000 a minute, Kyle. Think what we could do with that money. Guys like you and me breaking our backs. He gets £1,000 a minute.
And I tell you, Dave, if I was paying for Arsenal football, if someone gave me the jersey there against Man City and told me this is your one and only chance and we get €1,000 a minute, I put Haaland, Rodri, and the ball in the back of the fucking net. Because I'll be like a steamroller. I'll just go straight. These lads are getting it. You see Ireland against South Africa in the rugby the other night. Them lads, them Irish lads put their bodies on the line.
Yeah.
Getting absolutely killed.
Heart and soul, boy. Heart and soul. And so did South Africa.
I look at a fucking sack on Sunday and he gets in a tip and he's running around on the ground crying like a baby. No. It's a fucking disgrace and he getting 300,000 a week. And these lads, the rugby players are probably, the top players are probably getting 300,000 a year. And their bodies on the line. And these fucking assholes are diving and running around. You swear that to be fucking shot. It's a disgrace.
He's getting 1.2 million a month.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah. He's making about 15 million a year.
Turn you off the game too, Dave. You know, I'm looking at, you know, you're there and you're bigging up these players and they're diving around and they're not putting in the effort. And why should they? They're on £300,000 a week and they're getting paid. Why would they care? They're still getting them 300,000. They should do something about the wages. They get the players playing. There's a fella here now shining lights up in my face here now. You better turn off the fucking lights.
I can see them. The hazards. His hazards, is it?
Yeah. You better turn off the lights now. Very fucking rapid.
It's not the cops, is it? I can hear a dog.
No, well, it could be.
That ship off the coast of Rosslare, that's nothing to do with you, no?
No, man.
You saw that, Kyle.
150 million.
Yeah, and the Army Rangers had to abseil down from the helicopter onto the roof. See that?
I'm going to give this fella about 10 or 15 seconds now to move, or he's going to be in serious fucking bother.
Kyle, stay calm. Just beep. Just beep.
I have my van turned off, so the horn ain't even fucking working on it.
Just.
It's like a bit like myself, Dave. The horn ain't working.
You stay. That's it. Yeah, at our age, no, by starting to stay calm anyway, Kyle. Stay calm.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
Oh, thank God.
But
what you were going to get out?
It's a disgrace. It's just a disgrace. I'm sick of it all. It's the same pattern. It's the same shite. Week in, week out, year in, year out. This is 19, 20 years now, Dave.
Yeah. You see this comment from McManus here about Pepe. I mean, he was back up. I don't know.
He was back up to Saka.
Yeah.
You could have gave him a chance there. Now we're bringing on Reece Nelson. Sure. Just, I don't know this. And I can't see them improving anytime soon.
Arteta as well was taking way too long to change things because we were getting mauled. They destroyed us in the second half. They could have won the game. I mean, we were getting outplayed completely. We were never going to win it. I couldn't see where the goal was going to come from. We just completely faded. He takes too long to switch things up. You see Klopp when that's happening. He is going nuts. The Newcastle manager, they had a fantastic win there against Sheffield United. 8-0. Eight different players scored. Eight different players. Seriously, man, we have to play Newcastle. We have to play Liverpool.
Yeah.
City's around the corner. Honestly, we're going to get. I mean, Newcastle will beat us.
Yeah.
Liverpool are going to beat us.
Don't be surprised if Bournemouth beat us at the weekend.
United will beat us when we go to Old Trafford as well. And Bournemouth will probably turn us.
I think anyone can beat us there. Anyone.
You see, if you give Odegaard time and space, like against United, terrible defending by them, he scores the goal. When you on top of him like Spurs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were all over him, like they were on top of him, and he just crumbled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Unbelievable.
Kulusevski for Spurs, he played out of his skin.
He did, yeah. He played very well, I have to say.
Oh, he was everywhere, man. Every time I looked around, he was there.
Yeah, yeah.
Kulusevski is like, I don't even have to ask who that is taking the ball out.
Yeah.
He was brilliant.
Yeah. But no.
I don't know, man. Seriously.
That's it from me, Dave. And I'm going to have to jump out of here now because...
That's no problem, man. Thanks for coming on, yeah.
I
can't see you anyway, but it's all good. Thanks for coming on, man.
Listen, it was good talking to you, Dave. And
you too, man. You take care of yourself. Yeah, sorry to hear about the bad news, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm going to get back into it there now. I had to take time off there. I wasn't myself at all, so... Yeah,
but you've had a bit of a bad run too, man. It's been like
bit of a bad one. Yeah, sure. This is my old mate there. Sure, he was only 40 years of age. Too young, Dave. You know, too young. So why can you do, man?
I'm sorry to hear that too.
Sound is a pound. And listen, sure, I talk to you soon.
Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. You take care of yourself. Yeah, don't be a stranger. Yeah?
I will do. And I'll talk to you soon. Yeah.
You have my number, man. If you ever just want to call, you have my number.
I do. I'll give you a shout. Yeah, no, I want to catch up with yourself there. I want to catch up with Ozzy Gunner, Warren, and a few others as well. And just to make sure, just to let them all know that I'm still alive anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. I understand.
Yeah, big up to you, pal. I see you.
Take care, man. Yeah.
Keep up the good work. Talk to you soon.
Take care, man.
All right, guys.
See you, man. All right, guys. The big man has left the building. Kyle Walsh Gunner, an Irishman like myself. He's left the building. Great to have him along. Really good that he joined the stream. That was nice of him, Nice of him to come on and have a chat for a while. Two Irishmen, you know what I mean? It is what it is, guys. Two Gooners. Team not going through the best phases at the moment, it has to be said. But yeah, it is what it is, lads. Yeah, man. Look how many world-class players we had at Highbury, and we haven't got one world-class player now. Yeah, things have changed dramatically, yeah. Things have changed drastically. Things have changed drastically for us, you know, to be honest. It's hard to know where to start, to be honest. We've had a bad run of it, no doubt. We haven't exactly been setting the world on fire, to say the least. It's been a bit of a mad one. Yeah. It's been a bit of a mad one, to be honest. Sure, what can you do, I suppose? What can you do? You know what I mean? It is what it is, I suppose, at the end of the day. But I think Kyle Walsh summed it up pretty well there, guys. Just like Gunner forever, and just like my man McManus. Yeah, I think they served it up. They summed it up pretty well, to be honest. I have to say, can't say much more than that. You know what I mean? All right, 1 second. Let me drop this out there. Where is Kyle? Kyle the gentleman. Yeah. Yeah, lads, there come any world-class players. We had a Highbury. We haven't got one world-class player now. And we got Mikel Arteta turning around saying we don't need a striker. You know what I mean? That's all you can say about that, really. You know what I mean? It's just not gonna. It's not gonna go for us. It's not gonna run. We need more than that, you know. We should have scored many more with the chances we have created. Yeah, but we don't have a striker there to finish them off. Is the thing, Mikel. You know what I mean? However, despite reports suggesting Arteta is keen to sign Ivan Toney when he returns from suspension in January, the Arsenal boss said when asked about signing a striker, we're not thinking at all about that. We have really good players up front. It's true that right now we have some injuries. We will continue with the players we have. However, Arteta did name check Toney when asked whether the traditional number 9 was being phased out of football, saying it's coming back. There are a few players, when you look at Harry Kane, Erling Haaland, Ivan Toney, Alexander Mitrovic, you have examples of players who score a lot of goals. Frank, why should we sell Toney? Brentford coach Thomas Frank questions why he should sell striker Toney in the January transfer window amid reports of interest from Arsenal. Brentford host Arsenal in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday, and although Toney remains unavailable due to his gambling ban, it's actually funny when you read it. He remains unavailable due to his gambling ban. The striker was a topic of conversation for Thomas Frank. Toney has changed representation and openly talked about the potential of leaving Brentford earlier this season, but when asked whether he could depart in January, Frank said, I don't know. The only thing I'm focusing on is the game tomorrow. We prepare for transfer windows ahead. We are prepared in any position if something should happen. Let's see. I don't want to sell him. I want my best players. I say don't sell him. Ivan is a world-class player, so why should we sell a world-class player? I want him to play here for the rest of his contract, but that's not up to me to decide. Morrison, Arsenal may need Toney in January. I've always said it from day one, Eddie Nketiah is not going to win you the Premier League. You need a proper centre forward. I'm not blaming Nketiah because they drew 2-2 with Tottenham, but with 32 games to go and all the Champions League games they have to play, I don't think he takes them to the next level. I don't even think Gabriel Jesus takes them to the next level. Top talking from Merson, in fairness, but he's not pulling any punches there, lads. Merson doing his thing. You know what I mean? It is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is. But yeah. Food for thought, At least Merson was pulling no punches anyway, guys. You know what I mean? Just going to a silent stream at the moment, guys. I'm on the phone. Just 1 second now. Get a bit of a silent stream. That's alright though. It's a knocking the microphone over. Alright, I'm back in business. Very professional here at the old school gunner, as you can see. I can only see us winning 2 games out of the 6 games we got coming up. Which 2 games are they? Like the Carabao Cup game tomorrow night? Do you think we're going to win that? Which other game are you talking about then? Like we're going to win that Carabao Cup game? Obviously not going to win the Manchester City game. I mean, needless to say, I don't think we'll even take anything out of that game, the way things are going right now anyway. Unfortunately, the way things are going right now, I don't think we're going to take anything out of that. You know what I mean? It's going to be a bridge too far. Definitely going to be a bridge too far. Yeah, Brentford and Bournemouth. Yeah. Yeah, so the next 2 games, you think we're going to win the next 2? Brentford in the Carabao Cup tomorrow night, and then Bournemouth on Saturday. We're away to Bournemouth on Saturday the 30th, yeah. So a couple of days from now, this Saturday. And then on the 8th, about a week later, we're hosting Manchester City. So I think we're going to win the next 2. The first one, Carabao Cup, second one, Premier League. And then we're going to, maybe not lose the next 4, but we're definitely going to lose the City game, in my opinion, anyway. I think we'll be completely overpowered in that match. Respect to Paul Merson coming out and telling it like he sees it, though, you know what I mean? That none of the 2 lads, Jesus or Nketiah, are good enough, can take us to the next level. What you got to remember is, guys, is that it's not impersonal, you know, us YouTubers talking about these 2 players, former players talking about these 2 players. It's not impersonal. Eddie definitely is not good enough, and Eddie's been given more than enough chances. Fabio Vieira, Merson also doesn't think that he's good enough. Declan Rice comes off and Jorginho comes on. It wasn't Arsenal's strongest team, but when you think about the Champions League and all the games they have to play, it looked a bit weak on Sunday, didn't it? Neville Arsenal still missing the right forward. Yeah, we're missing a hell of a lot more than that, Gary. I don't mind telling you. But it is what it is, I suppose, right? We're definitely struggling, though, no doubt. Things are not looking good for us, you know what I mean? It's going to be a bit of a long, hard season for us, I think, to be honest. I can't see it going too well now at all, to be fair. So we'll see on the day itself. We'll see what happens. But it's not, we're not motoring right now. No doubt. You know what I mean? We've been struggling, guys, and the struggle is continuing. There's not much more we can say than that. But yeah, big up to the people that are still watching anyway. Keep smashing those comments for me, guys. Get a couple of comments in there, yeah. Even if it's ARSENAL. 7 letters, yeah. 1 each. This will count as a comment. Alright. Yeah, but that was a very disappointing result. Anyway, last Saturday, what can I say? Last Sunday, I mean. Beg your pardon, last Sunday. Very disappointing. Alright. Ten Hag will not back down in Sancho's standoff. Things getting serious there, huh? You know what I mean? Ten Hag not going to back down. Sure, we never thought he was going to back down, to be honest, because when you start something like that as a manager, obviously you're not going to back down. Man United boss Erik Ten Hag has no intention of backing down in his standoff with Jadon Sancho. Ten Hag will not allow Sancho to return to first team training until he apologises. Wow. Manchester United winger Jadon Sancho and manager Erik Ten Hag are in a standoff. Now they don't see eye to eye on a few things, putting it mildly. Manchester United boss Erik Ten Hag has no intention of backing down in his standoff with Jadon Sancho. Sancho has not featured for the club this month after saying on social media he has been a scapegoat for a long time on September the 3rd. This was in response to Ten Hag stating he did not select the winger in the squad for the defeat at Arsenal due to his performance in training. United were hoping that the matter would have been resolved during the international break, with Director of Football John Murtagh and CEO Richard Arnold trying to mediate. There is still no compromise from either party, and United maintain an apology from Sancho to Ten Hag is key to a resolution. Spanish football expert Semra Hunter has the latest news on reports of interest in Barcelona and Sancho. And maybe that's the only option open to him, is to actually leave United. Because the way it's looking at the moment, guys, Ten Hag is not taking any crap. And he wants an apology. Straight up. It's not looking too good for Jadon Sancho, that's for sure. What more can you say? Not looking too sweet for him right now. But it is what it is, I suppose. Slow one tonight, guys. Tuesday night, midweek. A lot of people doing their thing, shaking their Tic Tacs. But let's keep the stream going anyway for a couple of hours. Drag it out to the very last, which I like to do. Keep things moving, keep myself occupied. I'm home alone. 3 people tuning in. Welcome along, guys. Smash the like on the video for me. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to donate, please do. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, the rise will not deceive you guys. Martinelli is out for 6 weeks. I have a source. If you want to know who that source is, DM me. I'll let you know. So I've said it already on my channel a couple of times, but if you want to know who it is, no guys, just DM me. And I'll let you know who the source is. Trying to get over what was going on Sunday, guys, is not going to be easy. Sunday was an absolute disaster. Anyway, back to the Ten Hag story. Ten Hag cannot condone his authority being publicly undermined by a player. He was effectively called a liar in a clear breach of disciplinary rules. The Professional Football Association has offered its support to Sancho, who feels unfairly treated. Sky Sports News has been told senior players at United have also tried to remedy the situation. Some players sympathise with Sancho, but no one thinks he should have posted the now deleted message on Twitter that has been viewed over 60 million times. Sancho, who deactivated his Instagram account on Tuesday morning, has been removed from the first team group since September the 14th. United insist he is not in isolation, but is pursuing an individual training program using the academy facilities at Carrington. The 23-year-old is still being overseen by fitness staff and coaches, has medical support and access to all other essentials at the training ground. The club say he is simply operating out of the first team environment until the issue is settled. The Soccer Saturday panel discussed Eric Ten Hag's treatment of Jadon Sancho compared to other players in the squad. I don't know. I think Ten Hag is a bit of he's too domineering, but he's a totalitarian. I think he's way too strict. I don't know, but Ten Hag comes across to me as being fairly strict. You know what I mean? He seems to be quite strict in certain situations, and I don't think that's a good thing. You know what I mean? It is what it is, I suppose, but I just don't think it's a good thing. Needless to say, people can have their opinion, I'll have mine, but I honestly don't think it's a good thing what's going on. You know what I mean? I think that Ten Hag is a bit much, in my opinion. He's a bit much, you know what I mean? He goes off on one there on the players all the time. I think he's way too strict with them. He's a bit of a boss. You know what I mean? He's mad bossy with them. I know it's professional football, but Ten Hag is a bit extreme. What has Arteta done since his last contract? I remember him getting a contract. Getting that contract after 3 straight defeats. This man is a reward for failure. Yeah, exactly. It's been going on for a while now, yeah. The rewarding failure at the club. It's not the first time that's been said, yeah. It's true. They are rewarding failure at the club. I mean, there's no more to say about it than that, really, is there? They are rewarding failure at the club. It's not looking too good for us, either way. What can I say? We're going to have to see how it progresses there, but definitely, what has he done since he got the new contract? He hasn't done much. He hasn't done much. He hasn't been up to it. He hasn't been kind of on it. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to say, he hasn't been on it, really. He hasn't been up to the challenge. We've been kind of fading away. Slowly but surely, we've been slip-sliding away. Like you said, Gunnar, forever, when we knocked down the Emirates the Emirates, we should knock down the Emirates. When we knocked down Highbury, that was basically the end of the road, yeah. At least the east and west stands are still standing, their apartment blocks now. The pitch is like an open garden for all the residents of the apartment blocks. But when I go there, at least I can still see the old east and west stands. At least some part of Highbury is remaining. All those happy memories, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Say no more about it. Is there a way back for Jadon Sancho? on his performance in training. We didn't select him, Ten Hag said, when asked about Sancho's also in the squad with Unified Arsenal. You have to reach the level every day at Man United. You can make choices in the front line, so in this game he wasn't selected. Following Ten Hag's comments in the post-match press conference, Sancho issued a statement on X saying, "Please don't believe everything you read. I will not allow people saying things that is completely untrue. I've conducted myself in training very well this week. I believe there are other reasons for this matter that I won't get into. I've been a scapegoat for a long time, which isn't fair. All I want to do is play football with a smile on my face and contribute to my team." He needs to leave. It's as simple as that. If I was him, I'd already be gone. You know what I mean? There's other teams out there where he'd be treated the way he wants to be treated. Ten Hag is very strict. You know what I mean? My impression of him the whole time is that he's very, very strict. Saka a doubt for Carabao Cup and Premier League, says Arteta. Might as well just hang up our boots this season, guys. It looks to be the end of the road. Saka's a doubt, is it? Well, that's great. What else is going to happen, for God's sake? You know what I mean? Saka's a doubt, is it? Oh my God. You being serious? I mean, seriously, like, looks like we're in for a tough season if that's the case. Saka's a doubt for the Carabao Cup, but if that means he's going to play away against Bournemouth and then he's going to play the Man City game, you know what I mean? But it's not looking good for us, to be honest, at the moment, Arsenal fans. Looks like we could be in a bit of bother, you know what I mean? To say the least. What else can I say? It looks like we could be heading west out along the road. Oh well, it is what it is. It's not looking too good at the moment, though, that's for sure. All joking aside, it's not looking too good at the moment. The team. Unfortunately. Saka a doubt for the next two games. It's actually being serious, like. Arteta, guys. Saka is a doubt for the next two games. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta on whether Bukayo Saka could miss the Brentford and Bournemouth games. It's a possibility. He was limping after the game against Tottenham, which is never a good sign. He hasn't been able to participate in the session. Arteta, we are underperforming in front of goal. We're not thinking of buying a new striker. I haven't decided which keeper will play. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta on whether David Raya or Aaron Ramsey will face Brentford. We will train today. The lineup, I could not make it because there are some players that are sent out for tomorrow. I have to go game by game. The importance is performing and winning. Arteta, Trossard, Martinelli and Partey out for the Brentford game. Leandro Trossard won't be available. Let's see day by day how he improves. Martinelli for tomorrow is too short. Thomas Partey is still not available, and the same with Ewing and Timber. We have to adapt. The squad we have at the moment is really short. Rice has not returned to training. He hasn't trained yet. Hopefully it's not something big. He's doubtful. And Thomas Frank, the Brentford head coach, why should we sell a world-class player? Fair point. You know what I mean? And he is world-class, Ivan Toney. I mean, he is a fantastic, fantastic player. A wonderful player. I will hug them with pleasure. De Zerbi happy to see familiar places against Chelsea. Brighton head coach Roberto De Zerbi. As he will look forward to seeing former players Robert Sanchez, Moises Caicedo and Levi Colwill when a side take on Chelsea in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday. Frank, I'm so proud of Raya's journey. Brentford manager Thomas Frank and whether David Raya can play for Arsenal against his parent club. No, I don't know. I can't see a problem with it. I think there's a general rule in the Premier League. I understand why it could be difficult if they come back and score and the fans get angry, but you are going to that club to play for that club. I like David so much. I think he's a fantastic keeper, and I'm so pleased he's playing for Arsenal. He's done very well, and it doesn't surprise me. He's a top keeper. For us as a club, it's fantastic we've developed a player from the Championship to the top of the Premier League. I'm very proud to be part of that journey. If he plays tomorrow, I will welcome him back with a hug. They know how they need to behave. Poch okay with owners in Chelsea changing room. Chelsea head coach Mauricio Pochettino says he has no issues with co-owner Baghdad Iqbali coming to the dressing room. Says only he addresses the squad. Owners can't give speeches in dressing room. Poch, I like it when owners come into the dressing room. Pep, lack of rest a problem for players. I don't know, the problem was all the players want to fight for players. The problem is the lack of rest. This is the problem, the lack of rest over years and years. Can't say much more than that about it, though, right? I mean, they're professional players. They're getting paid a lot of money. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Chelsea head coach Mauricio Pochettino and first team coach Bruno Saltor's exit. It was a decision between club and Bruno. He didn't belong to my coaching staff, and then it's the best decision for him in the club. Could Broja start? No, he's not ready to start. He's doing well, but he needs time to be fit again to be able to start the game. City used to fixture congestion. Oh, it's the draw no one wanted. City are the best team in the world. They definitely are the best team in the world anyway. Who says Newcastle will not prioritise any competition this season, with the club just taking each game as it comes. However, the Magpies boss did admit being paired with Man City. Oh, it's a draw. No one wanted. City are the best team in the world. And Newcastle have been drawn with Man City in the Carabao Cup. Oh my god. They've been playing well, though. They've been playing well, though. In fairness. So the next games, guys, coming up. Of course, we have the Carabao Cup tomorrow, away to Brentford. Then on Saturday, we are away to Bournemouth. And then a week later, on the 8th of October, we are hosting Manchester City at the Emirates, Sunday, 8th of October. So that's going to be a cracking match. No doubt about it. That is going to be an absolutely cracking match. Ugh, excuse me. FA investigating the Sheffield United bottle throwing in Newcastle defeat. Plastic bottle. Could have been worse. It could have been less. Mount could return from injury on Tuesday to face Palace. Morata stars as Atletico outclass Real. Yeah, they really did. El Derby es Roji Blanco. All right, I'm back. How are you getting on, guys? Just take a little break there. Just watching a little bit of Sinead O'Connor there. That was a great loss, guys, when she passed away. Sad times, guys. At least we can still enjoy her music, you know. But that was, when she passed away, it was terrible. All right. Ramsdale got too complacent to have certain players because we don't have anyone to compete for their places. Yeah, it's good that Raya is there now challenging him. We've been a bit unlucky though, like Yuri and Timber. I mean, you remember when he first played, yeah? I mean, the spark he brought to the team, the energy and the drive, he was fantastic. And he's quick, strong, agile. He was explosive. You know what I mean? He was explosive. It's a real shame that he got injured. You know what I mean? We've had a bit of bad luck with injuries, but these things happen. We definitely need to add to the squad strength. Yeah, Raya and Ramsdale, it's good now there's this competition for places. You know what I mean? It's important. Thanks for that comment, yeah. I appreciate it, man. Keep the comments coming, huh? The more comments, the better, guys. Smash the like and keep the comments coming. The comments make the stream. You know what I mean? So keep those great comments coming. Hey, man. Poor Sinead O'Connor, man. That was sickening. She was a good one, guys. One of the best. Doing a silent stream, guys. As you do. All right, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream there, guys. Dave, if we don't smash Sheffield United, this will tell me everything we need to know about Arsenal. Yeah, Newcastle beat them 8-0 and had 8 different players scored. 8-0 Newcastle beat them and 8 different players scored. Say no more about it. Dave, if we don't smash Sheffield United, this will tell me everything we need to know about Arsenal. No, I don't think we will, though. I'm not joking, yeah. I don't think we'll hit the heights that Newcastle hit. I mean, we're not going to beat them 8-0 and have 8 different scorers. It's not going to happen. Just being realistic, man. I can't see that happening, you know what I mean? We're not going to beat them 8-0 anyway, that's for sure. We're struggling for goals. Newcastle are much more free-flowing, and Newcastle have Isaac. They have Isak up front. We don't have anyone like him. He's a serious player. I know we got the best of Newcastle last season, but the beating that they gave Sheffield United, 8-0, 8 different goal scorers, we're not gonna hit those heights, obviously. But yeah, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Question is, how many goals will Havertz score all season? I reckon 1. I don't think he's going to score. I can't see him scoring a goal. I'm sorry. I know it sounds crazy, yeah, but I think you're close enough to it. I can't see him scoring. People are probably laughing now, yeah, but I honestly don't think he has the wherewithal to actually find the back of the net. I can't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Like, we need the goals now. We needed the goals on Sunday. We needed the goals. You know what I mean? He's not started well. I mean, and he's playing in a good team. Don't want to sound arrogant, but he's playing in a good team. He's just not scoring goals. So you can't. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think he's going to score any goals. Perfectly honest. I don't think it's possible. Just don't think it's possible. Luton Town will get more points than Havertz scoring goals, not joking. Yeah, I think so. Respect to Luton, man. Big up the man. I don't know why we bought him. I mean, like, we got him because we couldn't get Madison, and Spurs got Madison. And we've been big hyped up about Declan Rice and this, that, and the other. Madison is an incredible player. Silky skills, man. You've seen him on Sunday. I mean, the first goal for Son, the way he set it up, the movement, the ball in, and Son's brilliant finish. But the ball was begging to be put in. He laid it on a platter for him, man. He put it on a plate for him. He just had to connect with it. I don't think he's going to score any goals anyway, to be honest. Thank you for all those comments, man. Yeah, you're keeping my channel afloat. It's a quiet one. You're supporting my channel. It's a quiet one at the moment, though. Anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. I'm going to be on Tony Claude Gunner TV's channel. Right, just got to go to the bathroom quick and I'll be back, guys, okay? 1 second. I'll be back in 1 second, guys. And thank you to Gunnar forever for all your support. Yeah, I'm just going to take a quick break, guys. Need to go to the bathroom, then I'll be back. Right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to take a quick pit stop. Had to go to the little boy's room and I was checking out my hair. Need to give it a little once over tomorrow. There's a little bit here that I didn't shave proper. So I'm going to run the blade over that tomorrow. I have my own machine anyway, so it's easy for me. You save a hell of a lot of money shaving your own head, guys, I tell you. You know what I mean? Like, I just want my head shaved at the moment. So what is the point going to a hairdresser when you could do it yourself? I mean, if there was anything else I couldn't do it, but at the moment I just want my hair tight. You know what I mean? I started it in the summer. Just shave it off, you know what I mean? You can do that yourself. You don't need to go to a hairdresser and pay 12, 15 quid. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Something like that you can do yourself. Easy does it, bye. That's what I say. Proper haircut. Alright, let's see what's going on. Yeah, we have the Carabao Cup tomorrow. Then on Saturday, we are away against Bournemouth. And then on the 8th, we're hosting Manchester City. So that should be enough to put the wind up us, guys. We need to win the next league game anyway. Because otherwise, we're going to get stuffed against City. You know what I mean? So we need to take the 3 points before that. Otherwise, we will lose. We are going to lose against City, in my opinion. I don't think we're going to do anything against them. My opinion. You know what I mean? It is what it is, guys. It's not going to be an easy one for us. They will turn us over. You know what I mean? Look, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, I'm going to get to the 2-minute mark, guys, and then I'm going to wrap up the stream, yeah? I want to thank Gunnar forever for keeping the stream alive. Also, McManus, for your continued support. I appreciate it. Big time, man. Thank you to Yuckies. Yeah, I want to thank both of you anyway, guys. I want to thank McManus and Gunnar forever for all your support, guys. I really appreciate it, for keeping my channel alive. You know what I mean? I really appreciate it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Champions League. Let's see the next games, guys. When are we playing next? Our group is okay in the Champions League, in fairness. Could have been worse. We are playing next on Tuesday, the 3rd of October. We're away in France against Lens. It's going to be an interesting one. Hopefully we can do something in that game. They have us at a win probability of 60% and Lens at a win probability of 18%. I don't know. We'll have to see how it works out. You know what I mean? But we're the only team that have won so far. Of course, we beat PSV 4-0 comprehensively at the Emirates, and Lens and Sevilla drew. And they drew 1-1. I see Palace are winning in the Carabao Cup. It's half-time and they're 2-0 up against Crystal Palace. Man United are 2-0 up against Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup from Old Trafford. The game's at Old Trafford. Garnacho and Casemiro. So it's half-time. United are 2-0 up in the Carabao Cup against Palace. Alright guys, just getting to the 2-hour mark and then I'm going to knock the stream off. Like I said, I want to thank Gunnar forever for your continued support. I appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, thank you for supporting my channel. And McManus, man, even though he was at work, thank you for supporting my channel. Big thank you to Kyle Walsh for coming on and joining the stream. I really, really appreciate it. Smash the like in this video if you haven't already, guys. Sub to my channel if you haven't already. And make sure you keep you click that notifications bell if you sub, yeah? They get notified every time I upload content. And I really appreciate it. Main thing is drop those comments, guys. All right, I want to thank you. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for your continued support. What else can I say, guys? Big up yourselves, huh? It's been a pleasure bringing this stream to you. I've really, really enjoyed it. It's been a quiet one, but it feels nice for me to keep my channel going, and it gives me pleasure. So I want to thank everybody for your continued support. It means a lot to me personally. And thank you once again to the three gentlemen, Gunnar Forever, Pete McManus. Thank you to McManus. And also thank you to Kyle Walsh, Gunnar, for coming on. Yeah, I really appreciate it, man. Not the easiest time for Kyle right now. So, yeah. Take care of yourself, Kyle, man. You're a good man, yeah. Big up, Kyle, man. And yeah, guys, I'm going to knock it on the head there. It's coming up to the 2 hour mark. Take care of yourselves, guys. Have a good night, yeah? Sleep, rest, eat well, drink well, and relax, and enjoy life, whatever it may bring you. Regardless, guys, go out there positive and be happy, yeah? Life is short. Life is short, guys, Be happy. Peace.